I'd consider myself quite a good reader, and even I found it quite hard myself. So I was panicking. I was like, I'm not going to be able to finish. So I was sitting there like, I'm not going to be able to pass, or I'm not going to get the grade I expected.
Some questions I did leave, and when I went back, I had to skim read and I couldn't find them.
They're talking about their SATs reading test.
I try not to get too stressed, but inside I was like screaming.
It was much more difficult than pupils or teachers had prepared for and left some children in tears.
Some of them were quite distraught, really, because it just wasn't what they were expecting, I think. It was one of the trickiest ones that I've ever seen in my time here.
We can't show the test, as some pupils could still be sitting it this week, but we've been told that children had to read 3,443 words of text and questions, one of the longest SATs reading tests ever. It means a child reading at the minimum speed for that age would spend 38 minutes and 14 seconds reading out of the hour allocated, so they'd have just 34 seconds to answer each question. The content of the test has also been criticised. It included cultural references and expressions that would have made it difficult for some children to understand. And the way some questions were worded left even teachers wondering what it was getting at. Many parents are unhappy.
Some of the girls were crying, and I believe the teacher said it was harder than previous years.
It's quite harsh for them, really, to have that extra pressure put on them.
After hundreds of complaints, the schools minister has agreed to look into it.
The Standards and Testing Agency, which conduct the SATs tests, they test these tests over many years. They test them with children, and they are assured that it was the right test for the children this year. Challenging, of course, because it has to test a whole range of abilities, but I'll certainly be looking at the test, as I do every year when the tests are available to the public.
The head teacher of this school near Stafford wants the government to go further.
So what I'd like to see is some adjustment in the marking, some flexibility in their approach to looking at the questions, and potentially lowering of the pass marks.
SATs matter to schools. It's how they're ranked in league tables. It'll be an anxious wait until July when they get the results. Becky Johnson, Sky News, Staffordshire.